A good day to you, and welcome back to the Tech Show, the TAG Show, the Talent and Gospel Show with your one and only Njabulo and Mbewuyelanga. It's been a crazy week, a hectic week, trying to settle into the whole idea and find comfort in my voice. I think this is all I have for a voice in terms of how I sound like. But I'm happy with it. So every time I usually practice a lot. I speak into my recorder, speak to myself and hear how I sound when I try to listen. Sometimes my R's and L's and O's, they're just a messy mix up. But I kind of like it. At the end, people can hear me, and sometimes I listen so much to the emotion in my voice as I talk, and I end up just speaking to the room so that I can hear my voice as it bounces back and enjoy that frequency, and I get lost into thoughts instead of flowing with the thought and actually delivering on the question at hand. So today, continuing from yesterday and trying to touch base from everything that we've spoken about this week, I thought to build sustainable relationships requires each person to know their worth, so that when everybody enters into this idea of a relationship, they know what the cost is towards building that relationship, because then you have a plan. From having a plan, you have to research what are you going to get and where, and you need to know all the costs involved in between accumulating everything that you need. And then from there, what's the idea? Are we building a mansion? Are we building a cottage? Are we building, what are we building? A shop? A village house? What is it? What's the purpose of building? How long is this building going to last? What kind of quality will determine how long it lasts? Will we want to extend at a future time? What do we want to buy in terms of cars? What's the budget? What's the timeline for building this before we can actually occupy? Okay, can I afford? If I can't afford, what can I do to afford? So all those things all together boil down to one thing. It begins with you. Everyone has their own story that is influenced by a number of factors that affect their perception of reality and self. So the way you view yourself tells you where you stand in terms of every relationship that you enter into, meaning that the first question that we need to ask is, are you well aware of who you are beyond your physical awareness, in terms of or physical awareness, or in simple terms, face value? Because sometimes we can ask you, who are you? And then you will tell us your names and basically identify us, who you are. But then, what are the things that that form who you are? The things that make you you, beyond the name, beyond the age, beyond where you come from, your background. What's in that background? What creates this current person, that we are seeing in front of us? Because the experiences you pass through were definitive and contributed greatly towards the current state of affairs. So what do you do appreciate most about your personality right this moment? If you can just answer me that question. Right this moment, what do you appreciate the most about yourself? I would like us to consider these few things, that all the sacrifices you made, the risks you took, your mistakes and achievements, were the cost it took for you to become this person that right this second is living with the hope of becoming better. Better at what? things that you pass through, at the things that make you who you are, at the things that go beyond just your name and this physical body. And then that cost, when put together, forms your worth, which is the price tag for any relationship that anyone interested pays to subscribe to. So your faults, your weaknesses, your strengths, your dreams, your debts, your problems, your mental issues, your physical health problems, your social malnutrition, all those things, they are the cost that someone is assuming, they're buying into that risk of this person that might just blow up in my face anytime. But who is this person really? So maybe just to wrap it up so that maybe you can engage me and tell me what you think of how you begin your story, how you present yourself, and how you enter into this relationship, and what you seek for in relationships in terms of the timeline, how far it will go, and the reason for you engaging in the relationship, whatever kind. Because then at the end, we have to understand that you are a whole show. You are a show on yourself. So leading your life is eventually going to be a contribution to your audience and your followers, who will include your family, friends, partners, children, even further down to colleagues and strangers. So you have to be ready to do all you do with all your might and strength, because someone is invested in that. So people will come, they will also come with their problems and their strengths, and they're going to also solve certain problems for you because of what they've been through, the time they've spent being through all that, and the sacrifices they've made to go all the way and finally arrive at being with you and contributing to your life. Then you have to understand that whatever the contribution anybody makes to you has to also benefit back, because at the end people are building, and at the end of building there's a benefit living inside, or somebody paying up for the structure. Then everything, the past that brought you here and your course of action, then buys you the attention you need and deserve to pursue and live your dreams. Then you know that these dreams are substance through every relationship that you form with everybody, because you've formed the relationship with yourself and you've understood what you've been through, and you understand the cost of going through everything until forming this person that lives now, this person that dreams now, this person that fights now. Alright, then thank you for tuning in on today's episode. I hope to see you in the next week. Highlights are coming for our premiere, and it'll be big, it'll be awesome, it'll be amazing. Stay blessed and tune in again to the Tech Show. Tell me what you think. I know some people are looking for the video to see who I am, to see where I am. Trust me, wait for it, I'm coming. Njabulo, Mbewuyelanga signing out on the Tech Show, the Talenting Gospel Show. Have a happy weekend.